The moon cannot be stolen. Once, long ago in a small Japanese village, there lived a revered Zen master named Ryokan. He was a monk who lived a simple life, owning almost nothing, just the clothes on his back, a small bowl for food, and a tiny hut high in the mountains. His days were spent in meditation, writing poetry, and offering guidance to those who sought peace. One evening, after Ryokan had returned home from his walk, he found that a thief had broken into his hut. The thief had searched the place but found nothing valuable. There was no gold, no money, nothing of material worth. When Ryokan saw the thief, he didn't react with anger or fear. Instead, he smiled kindly. The thief froze, expecting to be scolded or chased away.
"You have come a long way to visit me, and you shouldn't leave empty-handed. Please take my clothes as a gift."
The thief, confused but too surprised to argue, took the robe and fled into the night. He disappeared into the darkness, leaving Ryokan standing there in nothing but the moonlight. Later that night, Ryokan sat at the window of his hut, gazing at the moon as it illuminated the mountainside. He reflected on what had happened, and then softly whispered to himself,
"Poor fellow, I wish I could have given him this beautiful moon."
The Zen master had lost his robe, yet he had given away much more: his compassion, his kindness, and his understanding. For Ryokan, true wealth didn't lie in possessions, but in the peace of the heart and mind. What could a thief steal from a man who had nothing to lose? The moon could not be stolen, for it belonged to no one. And in this Zen teaching, Ryokan reminds us that inner peace is the greatest treasure, one that can never be taken from us, no matter the circumstances. The sound of one hand. Long ago, in a quiet Zen temple nestled deep in the mountains of Japan, a young monk named Tetsugen sought enlightenment. Like many students of Zen, he wanted to experience the ultimate truth. Every day, he practiced meditation under the guidance of the wise Zen master, Hakuin. Tetsugen was eager and filled with questions. One day, he approached Master Hakuin, asking, "Master, what is the nature of enlightenment? How can I achieve it?" Master Hakuin looked at him thoughtfully. Instead of giving an answer, he gave Tetsugen a koan, a paradoxical riddle meant to break the boundaries of logical thinking.
"Listen carefully. What is the sound of one hand clapping?"
Tetsugen was confused. How could one hand make a sound? For days, he meditated on this koan, trying to solve it. He sat for hours, listening intently to his surroundings, the wind in the trees, the trickle of a nearby stream, the chirping of birds. But no answer came. Time passed, and Tetsugen grew frustrated. He approached Master Hakuin again, seeking more guidance, but each time the master would simply ask the same question: "What is the sound of one hand clapping?" Tetsugen returned to his meditation. Days turned into weeks, and weeks into months. The question echoed in his mind, challenging his very understanding of reality. He realized that the answer would not come from logic or reason, but from a deeper place within. Then, one evening, while walking alone in the temple garden, Tetsugen suddenly understood. He smiled softly to himself, finally grasping the meaning beyond words. He returned to the master, his heart at peace. "Have you found the sound of one hand clapping?" Hakuin asked.
"Yes, Master. It is beyond sound. It is the silence between thoughts, the space where everything is connected."
The sound of one hand clapping is not something that can be heard with the ears. It is the sound of pure awareness, the quiet stillness of the mind. Master Hakuin smiled, knowing that Tetsugen had experienced this deeper truth. not through explanation, but through his own insight. In Zen, koans like this one aren't puzzles to be solved in the traditional sense. They are meant to challenge our perceptions, to take us beyond duality, beyond sound and silence, form and emptiness, into the essence of true understanding. Zen is not found in words, but in experience, in the silence where words end. What is the sound of one hand clapping? It is for you to discover.